There's a strange moment that happens to some people. You walk into a room and nobody insults you. Nobody attacks you. Nobody openly disrespects you. But somehow, you can feel it. People interrupt you, ignore your opinions, talk over your words, dismiss your presence. And the worst part? They smile while doing it. Because disrespect rarely arrives loudly. Most of the time, it arrives silently. And according to Machiavelli, people begin disrespecting you long before you notice it. Not because you are weak, but because your behavior quietly teaches the world how to treat you. Maybe you've experienced this before. You try to be kind, understanding, available, easy to talk to. You avoid conflict. You forgive quickly. You don't want problems. So you become the good person. But slowly, something changes. People stop valuing your time. They cancel plans without guilt. Ignore your messages. Only contact you when they need something. At work, your ideas get stolen. In relationships, your effort becomes expected instead of appreciated. In friendships, you become emotionally available for everyone, while nobody is emotionally available for you. And eventually, you begin feeling invisible, not because people hate you, but because they no longer feel your presence carries weight. This is one of the harshest psychological truths in human behavior. People often respect boundaries more than kindness. And Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He observed something uncomfortable about human nature. If people believe there are no consequences for undervaluing you, many eventually will. Not consciously, not maliciously, but naturally, because human beings constantly measure value through behavior, not words. Behavior. The problem is, many people accidentally communicate weakness while trying to communicate goodness, and the world can feel the difference immediately. Machiavelli was not teaching cruelty. He was teaching perception. He understood that society runs on invisible psychological signals. Confidence, boundaries, emotional control, self-respect. These signals silently shape how others treat you. For example, have you noticed how some people barely speak, yet everyone listens when they do, while others constantly explain themselves, and nobody takes them seriously? That difference is psychological positioning. People subconsciously observe how you react under pressure, how easily you fold, whether you seek approval, whether you tolerate disrespect, whether your attention feels scarce or desperate. And here is where many people unknowingly lose respect. They over-explain themselves. They apologize too much. They tolerate small disrespect to keep peace. They say yes when they mean no. They laugh when they feel hurt. They stay available to people who barely value them. Over time, this sends a dangerous message. My standards are flexible. And once people feel your standards are flexible, your value begins collapsing in their mind. Not because you are worthless, but because humans naturally trust the standards you set for yourself. If you constantly abandon your own value, others slowly learn to abandon it too. That's why Machiavelli believed power begins internally first. Before society respects you, you must behave like your presence deserves respect. Not arrogance, not ego, but grounded self-worth. The painful part is, many people spend years trying harder to be liked, while becoming less respected every year. So they give more energy, more time, more emotional labor, more patience. But instead of appreciation, they receive familiarity. And familiarity without boundaries often kills respect. Eventually, you start feeling emotionally exhausted. You replay conversations in your mind. You wonder why people treat others differently. You begin questioning your worth. And slowly, resentment grows inside you. Because deep down, you know you're giving more than you receive. But you fear that changing will make you cold. So you continue sacrificing yourself, hoping people will finally recognize your value someday. Most never do, because respect is rarely given to people who continuously abandon themselves for approval. Machiavelli understood something brutal. The world often treats you according to what you tolerate, and tolerance becomes identity over time. But here's the realization that changes everything. You do not need to become cruel to become respected. You simply need to stop betraying yourself. There is a massive difference. True self-respect is quiet. It doesn't scream. It doesn't dominate. It doesn't seek control. It simply refuses to shrink itself for acceptance. The moment you stop over-explaining, people feel it. The moment you become comfortable saying no, people feel it. The moment your energy stops begging for validation, people feel it. And strangely, many relationships begin changing immediately. Some people disappear because they only valued your access. Others suddenly treat you differently because your presence now carries emotional weight. This is why emotionally grounded people often appear powerful without trying. Their behavior communicates, I respect myself enough to walk away from disrespect. And that single energy changes human dynamics completely. Machiavelli understood that respect is deeply tied to perceived strength. Not physical strength, psychological strength, emotional stability, self-command, the ability to remain centered without needing constant approval from others. That is real power. So how do you rebuild respect in your life? Not through manipulation, not through fake dominance, but through psychological alignment. First, stop rewarding disrespect with access. If someone constantly drains your energy, reduce availability, not dramatically, quietly. Second, stop explaining every decision. Confident people do not constantly defend their existence. A simple answer often carries more authority than endless justification. Third, become comfortable with disappointing people. This changes everything, because people who fear disappointing others eventually disappoint themselves instead. Fourth, master emotional restraint. One of the strongest forms of psychological power is remaining calm when others expect emotional chaos. Machiavelli understood this deeply. Emotional control creates presence. Reactive people feel predictable. Grounded people feel powerful. Fifth, develop internal validation. The desperate need to be liked weakens human presence. When your identity depends on external approval, people subconsciously feel your dependency. But when your worth comes from internal alignment, your energy changes. You stop chasing attention, and ironically, that is when people begin respecting your presence more. Finally, understand this clearly. Being respected is not about becoming feared by everyone. It is about becoming unwilling to abandon your dignity for temporary acceptance. That is the difference between insecurity and self-mastery. Imagine living differently. Imagine entering rooms without needing validation. Imagine speaking calmly without overproving yourself. Imagine relationships built on mutual respect instead of emotional dependency. Imagine no longer shrinking yourself just to keep people comfortable. That kind of freedom changes your entire nervous system, because peace arrives the moment you stop performing for acceptance, and slowly you begin attracting healthier people. Not because you became perfect, but because your standards became visible. This is the hidden transformation Machiavelli pointed toward. When self-respect becomes stable, external respect begins following naturally. At the end of life, people will not remember how desperately you tried to please everyone. They will remember the energy you carried, your presence, your standards, your calmness, your self-respect. Because the people who command the deepest respect are rarely the loudest people in the room. They are the people who stopped abandoning themselves. And maybe that is the real lesson Machiavelli was trying to teach all along. Not how to control others, but how to stop losing yourself in the pursuit of approval. If this video spoke to something deep inside you, then this is your sign to start rebuilding your inner authority. Not through ego, but through self-respect. And if you want more cinematic psychological documentaries about power, self-mastery, human behavior, and emotional intelligence, subscribe to Inner Mastery, because in a world obsessed with attention, the rarest power is mastering yourself.